Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is December 1st, 2022. So, I'm making this video because a couple of days ago I did a live stream where I was discussing the Russell Westbrook altercation with the Spurs player Zach Collins, and we was breaking down the video of the moment where supposed to be Zach Collins' elbow supposed to be hit Russell Westbrook's forehead and then caused him to bleed. And we was debating whether or not it was real or fake. And with the video that I saw that I pulled up out of ESPN, I didn't see any contact made with Zach Collins' elbow in Russell Westbrook's forehead. And I've read some of the comments. A lot of people agree with me. A lot of people disagree with me. And this guy right here, a guy named Kenny G, who is not the smartest person in the world, he decided to make two videos about me, saying that I'm misleading people. And I always say that I don't want anybody to agree with me. I want people to, if you want to debate, I'm open for a debate as long as it's respectful. And the guy, started calling me names and, saying stuff that has nothing to do with the topic, which is whether or not Zach Collins' elbow made contact with Russell Westbrook's forehead. I don't understand. Usually when I have debates, and it's usually with people who are not that intelligent. When I have a debate with a person who's not that smart, that person either chooses to, call me out my name or, say that I'm fat or that I'm ugly. It's always the same thing with these people. These people they don't have a good argue. They don't know how to argue. They don't know how to present facts and let the facts speak for themselves. They need to throw in all these derogatory terms to get their point across. Similar to the video that I did with Queen's Flip. If you guys remember, Queen's Flip is the podcaster from New York City, and I was trying to educate him on what really happened to his friend Stack Bundles. And you guys saw that video. He started saying, he's calling me names and telling me to suck his dick and stuff like that. And that's why, a lot of times these people, it's so difficult to educate them on what's really going on. Now, this guy said a lot of things in this video, and I'm going to address everything that you said because you don't get any views. Nobody knows who you are. But that's not why I do this. I want to educate people like you. I think people like you are who I'm trying to target. My videos are not for the people who are aware and awake, really. My people are for people like Kenny G who are still on the fence. And if you was respectful, I wouldn't I wouldn't come at you the way I'm gonna come at you in this video. I wish you would have just been respectful and just said, you know what, Arthur, or Simple Truth, whatever you want to call me, I think you're wrong. I don't understand what's wrong with being respectful. Like, I'm respectful with everybody that calls into my live stream. But then I read a lot of your comments. All of you always want to be disrespectful. Like, why the disrespect? Well, how hard is it to say, Arthur, I don't agree with what you're saying. I think that if you look at this video from a different point of view, you will see that Zach Collins did make contact with Russell Westbrook's forehead. And that's it. Like, why add on all the other all the other stuff, the disrespect? And it's because a lot of you feel intimidated by my intelligence. I get it. This is why you have to curse at me and call me names and stuff like that. He said, you're gonna watch his stupid video. He makes no sense in what he says. And then let's watch his video and then we'll talk about it.
Okay, so this video is for Simple Spoof Television, otherwise known as Simple Truth Television. Now, as we all know, or what we should, all truths are nothing but half-truths. So he recently made a video stating that Russell Westbrook faked his cut by sitting there putting blood on himself, and that Zach Collins did not hit him in the head. Let's take a look at the video evidence. This video does look a little blurry because I had to zoom in and brighten up the video just so you can see. But you can clearly see his elbow hit Russell Westbrook in the forehead, on top of his head. Let's take a look. Boom. Right there. Right there. You can clearly see his elbow, his rust right on the top of his head where he got cut at. Boom, right there. You can see how his elbow bounced off his head. Come on now. Let's watch it again. You see how his head is, his elbow is right on top of his head. Now watch how it connects. Boom. Boom. Like that. Come on now. And then just to show one view instead of looking for other views. Come on now. Some of y'all letting gematria fry y'all brains. Get out and enjoy the weather. Go have fun with your family. Do something. Get out the computer screen. If it was the Jesuits so enlarged and in charge, they love what y'all doing. Zach and Simple Spoof here. They love them sitting in there watching sports, sitting on your ass, doing nothing, begging for Patreon subscribers. And you be a fool for sitting there signing up for $100 for his Patreon and signing up for $5 for Zach's Patreon. You'll be a fool. Let's look at this. Let's watch it one more time. Boom. Boom. Elbow hits him right in the forehead, right on the top of the forehead. Boom. You see how his elbow just wobbled? Wow. That happens upon impact hits. Like, people are so dumb. Boom. And it bounces off his. Look how his elbow twitches. Zach Collins. Look how his elbow twitches as he hits upon impact on Russell Westbrook. Boom, right there.
Boom, right there.
Come on now.
Yep.
Simple Spoof. Get out and get some exercise. Your back looks like a back of a computer chair.
That hurt.
Come on now. Get some of them pounds off. Go outside.
Okay, so that was the first video. So let me just address the last things he said. He said to go do some exercise, right? Okay. I do a lot of exercise, my brother. You see, this is me exercising, okay? I could do about 100 push-ups, something that you probably can't do, right? I also played basketball. I played a lot of basketball and I played a lot of football. So let me just get all this stuff out of the way. Look, this is me playing basketball. Am I the most fit person in the world? I'm not, but I'm a hell of a basketball player. I played varsity in high school, and I do go outside and enjoy life all the time. Look, see, this is me enjoying life, exercising. I exercise every single day. Now, does my body show it? No, but I don't care. I'm a hell of a basketball player. Look at this. Just look at it. I look like an NBA player. Look at it. Look at this layup, finger roll, left hand, nothing but that. You see that? Pretty talented. Show you some other videos as well. This is a team game right here. See, that's me with the ball. I get the ball because I'm the best player on the team. Look, nothing but that. Give me that. It's a 4-on-4, but I always get the ball. I'm the best player on the court. Shot from deep. Don't leave me open. All right, so I do enjoy life. Enjoy my family. All right, look at this. You don't think I enjoy my family? I take my family on trips. Oh, look at this video. This is from a summer ago. I made every single shot that I took. This is at the beach. I'm a hell of a basketball player. So this is why when I see stuff like that with Westbrook, I know it's fake because I could tell the difference between a real hit and and something that's fake. You see that? All right. So exercise. Look at this. This is me without a shirt on. Maybe I'm not the most. I don't want to look attractive to you. You know what I'm saying? But I fuck some attractive women. You see, look, that's 240. That's 245. That's 90. That's 180 plus 45. That's 235 pounds that I lift right there. All right. So that's me doing some exercise. I also dance. You know, I'm always having fun. In case you want to know, you sound like a fan. Cause I don't understand. Like if you don't believe in what I teach, why do you watch any of my videos? This is me dribbling the basketball. Look at this. I look like Kyrie Irving. Look. All right. Let me show you some more. I also play baseball too. I'm a hell of a baseball player. Look at that. Football as well. Let me show you. I play football too. This is me playing football. See? I play all sports. You know what I'm saying? So I do enjoy life. And I don't just sit in my chair and teach gematria, okay? So let me just get that out the way. He also said people shouldn't join my Patreon because I charge too much and you'll be a fool to join my Patreon. So today, the Phoenix Suns, they beat the Chicago Bulls, right? And they also covered the spread. And today, Monty Williams, who's the head coach of the Phoenix Suns, he picked up his 337th career victory. His 337th regular season win, excuse me. And 337, that's the 68th prime number. And Chicago Bulls equals 68. So he picked it up against the perfect team. And, you know, for the low price of $10 a month, I only charge $100 for the parlays. And there's not a lot of people on that tier. Most of the people on my Patreon are on the $10 tier. So for $10 a month, which is probably like 50 to 25 cents a day, probably a little bit more than that, you get all of these picks daily. Now, am I always gonna go right? Am I always gonna get it right? I'm not always gonna get it right, but I do solve a lot of riddles. Like yesterday, this is December 4th, November 30th. This was the Chicago Bulls riddle here. You see, look, Monty Williams had 336 regular season wins. He picked up his 337, the 68 prime number, and then gematria Chicago Bulls is 68. That's a big number with the Bulls. It plays a lot. Let me see. Yesterday on the 29th, we had the Bruins. Their head coach picked up his 80th career win against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa Bay Lightning equals 80. Right? The day before that, we nailed the Steelers, right? Back on November 28th, 2005, the Steelers played the Colts on Monday Night Football. And 17 years later, to the date, the same two teams played. And notice the Colts were at home, just like the Steelers was away, just like how it happened in 2005. And if you notice the record of the Steelers, they became 7-4 and 4-2 away back in 2005 when they lost to the Colts. And last Monday, they became 4-7 and 2-4 away by beating the Colts. And just think about how their record is literally the reflection of their record from 17 years ago. 17 years ago, they became 7-4, and on Monday, they became 4-7. 17 years ago, they became 4-2 away, and on Monday, they became 2-4 away. See that? This is how scripted this stuff is, right? 17 years apart, these two games. They come and they show and they do the same thing. And then both teams become 2-4. The Steelers win with 24 points. All right. Yeah. So, and, you know, to be honest with you, this month has been very mediocre for my standings. I actually do way better than I did this month. But I went like 50% this month, which is bad. And 50% is way higher than your average handicapper. Okay? So I just want to address all the things that you said in that video. You said that I don't enjoy life, that I don't enjoy my family, that I don't exercise, and that I need to go out and, I don't know, do things. I just showed you me playing basketball, football, baseball, me being with my family, and why people should join my Patreon, right? Okay. So let's get all of that out the way. I think you made another video, so we're going to watch that video as well. Okay? The angle that you showed supports your argument. I'm not going to lie. It supports your argument, okay? But let me show you this, right? This is a scene from a movie where a woman, she's an actress, she hits another actor in a film, and her hand makes contact with the actor. Now you're trying to tell me that that woman really hit this actor? When you're showing a video, and this is what I said in my video, I said, because I was going by the angles that they were showing us, right? So I didn't record the incident. So if ESPN is showing me two angles, that's the only two angles that I can show. And I'm going to open up the phone lines and we can discuss it all you want. But if you notice this photograph here, this is the moment where Zach Collins was bringing Russell Westbrook down. I mean, Zach Collins' elbow is all the way to here, and Russell Westbrook's forehead is all the way there. Now, the thing about perspective is, right, if I show you something like this, right, and you pause it right there, from your angle, it looks like it's touching, but it's not touching. You see? So it's all about perspective. It's all about perspective, right? If you're looking at it from where you're at, you're looking at it from that angle straight down to my angle. Doesn't it look like the microphone is touching the speaker? It looks like the microphone is touching the speaker, but it's literally not. Look at that. See? Now, if you look at it from this angle, right? Let me see how I can do this. Right? So this is what you did. You added on the sound effects to make your point, which is not credible. Because I could do this. Look, boom, boom, boom. That doesn't mean the microphone is hitting the speaker. Right? That's what you did in your video to support your own argument, which is not the smartest thing. And again, you also criticized me for using one angle, and you also just used one angle in your video. Where did your stupid video go? Let me see. Let's look up your stupid video again. So you said, oh, I only showed one angle, but you only showed one angle, right? So let's go. I can't stand your voice. I'm gonna mute the video. But let's go to where you play it. You see, look, this is how you're trying to make your point, right? There is no undeniable evidence that Zach Collins' elbow is touching Russell Westbrook's forehead. That's not undeniable evidence. That's you looking at it from a perspective that supports your argument. And this is what makes it more like I don't really care if Zach Collins hit him or not. It doesn't really matter because I know the games are rigged and scripted. It doesn't matter, and these players are actors, right? Just think about all the suspicious things that also went down and that you didn't address in your video. You did make another video. I'm gonna watch it. I haven't seen it yet, but I did see this one. These are the things you have to also explain to me. Well, didn't it look very suspicious when Russell Westbrook fell on the floor and touched his forehead? Didn't that look suspicious? Also, didn't it look suspicious that, and now all of a sudden in that game, actually, he started wearing a hat for the post-game interview. Something that he never does. He never wears hats. He does it and in the game after this one, he started wearing a headband. He's wearing headbands now. Ask yourself why. Russell Westbrook has never worn a headband at a basketball game. How come now he's wearing headbands? He always has a hat on now at his post-game interviews when he wasn't doing that before, right? Because, if the cut healed, why do you have to have a headband on? It healed, right? And the cut's supposed to be happening on his hairline. So even if there's a cut there, people wouldn't see it. So how come now all of a sudden he's wearing a headband? The headband makes it even more difficult to prove any of our points, right? Your point and my point. Because if he wasn't wearing the headband, we'll clearly see the mark that the cut left, right? But we can't see it because he's covering it up with a headband now, right? So that makes it even more suspicious. You got to look at more things than just the video, because we don't none of the angles that you use and also that I used serve us purpose makes our point. Can we? It's not undeniable evidence. The video that I showed, I try to use the bird eye view, but the bird eye view it's debatable, right? Your view is also debatable. So using these views that they are giving us, because they're the ones that are giving us these views, it doesn't serve us. It doesn't help us at all. But we gotta look at the other things, right? So why is it all of a sudden he's wearing a headband? Is the cut that bad where he has to cover it up? I mean, if you look at the bleeding, it happened in his hair. Like, it happened at the top point of his hairline. And if it's healed, what would be the problem with showing that? Right? He didn't even need stitches, supposedly. All you needed was a little Band-Aid and stop bleeding. Also, ask yourself, if the elbow does hit the forehead like that, why wouldn't it have like a lump, right? Wouldn't it lump up? Wouldn't it be swole? All these things you gotta ask yourself. And then also, you said in your videos that gematria is stupid and all that stuff, and then like me and Zach are just. Let me just read what you said, because you left a lot of comments. You're obviously not the smartest person in the world, but let me see. And then you use words like clearly see him get hit. That's not even clear. Look, this right here is not clear. Right? This is not clear. This is not clear. Your video is not even clear. And on top of that, you don't even have an iPhone. Like, I can't debate with somebody with an Android. I mean, this is probably an Obama phone that you have here. So that's another thing that bothers me about you. You don't even have the proper technology to even have these debates with me. But whatever. Like, if you want to argue that, Zach Collins hit the ball, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, this is not a good view. Just because the elbow's here and his hairline is there, you can't say that it's touching, because this is not a good view of that, right? You could say that Zach Collins' arm is touching the basketball. Is it really touching the basketball? It's not. So these are not good views, and these are not good arguments. And this is why you have to curse and call me out of my name, because you don't have a good argument. So I don't think I showed. Did I show the? Okay, so back to this. So we're gonna watch the woman punch the guy, and then show you how Hollywood does it. Right? We're gonna see how similar it is to what happened on the basketball court. You see this guy right here? You think this is real blood right here? The guy on the floor? Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. So if this was the NBA game, right? Let's say this is Zach Collins and this is Russell Westbrook. Your argument would be, oh, look at it right there. Look, boom, boom, look, boom. Come on now. She hit him. Look, come on now. He slapped him. Look, come on now. This is how actors work. Look at his face. Look. So this is why you can't use this as proof. And that's why I never make videos like that. I always try to use the gematria to prove my points. Now, the reason I didn't use the gematria with the Westbrook thing, because I thought it was just too obvious. I said, this should be, I think anybody should see through this. But, if you want to add the gematria, I mean, there was 99. The Lakers did have 99 points. The name Russell Westbrook is 99. All right, there's probably more to that. I didn't do the proper research, and I didn't think I needed to. I was like, maybe if I just show people that Zach Collins' arm never hit Russell Westbrook's forehead, people can see how much of this, how much they're being deceived. But then I get people like you trying to make videos saying, "Boom, look, he hit him." Like, no, he did not. Let me watch the other stupid video that you just made that has 4 views.
Okay, here we are with part 2. Proving simple spoof wrong. This guy still wants to.
You notice in my argument that I didn't call you any names, right? I didn't call you. Your name is Kenny G, and I'm gonna address you as that. You see, this is what you guys can't do. You guys can't have a debate without being disrespectful. Why are you calling me simple spoof? Like, what is that about? You trying to make people laugh? Nobody watches your videos anyway. I'm the only person that's gonna watch your video. and now my audience, because I'm doing you the favor and giving you, allowing you to be on my platform.
Believe that Russell Westbrook faked his cut injury. A clearer video than the previous one that I uploaded. This uncut, unedited, straight from YouTube. Let's take a look. I slowed it down. This is the first part. Now mind you, this is all going on. This is all going on in the speed of like 1 to 2 seconds. This is how fast the game of basketball is. I believe that Russell Westbrook will have enough time to pull out fake blood and pour it on himself. Where do they have the pockets at? Where is he hiding the blood at?
Okay, you want me to answer those questions? I mean, that's very easy to answer. The same place an actor will have it. Okay, look, no curse, Arthur. Don't curse. Let me see how I can prove to you that that's not impossible. Let me see what can I use. Okay. Okay. Look how easy it is. Look how easy it is. Right? This is how easy it is to fool people like you. All right? You see how small this is? Right? I don't know if you can see that, but this is a piece of paper, right? And basically, I made it into a ball, and let's say this was like a small balloon, right? A very small balloon with the chemical inside of it, right? And let's say on one part, like this is. I'm not saying this is how they do it, but this is how I would do it, and I'll be able to fool you. So this is a very small balloon, and inside of it, it's the red chemical that looks like blood, right? And I put some very strong glue, and I put it right here. I just place it on my hairline, and the balloon is black, so you can't really see it, and it's very small, right? So you can't see it. All right, so now it's on my hairline, right? It's in. That's why I think that's why they chose that location, the hairline, because you can hide it with the hair, right? So now it's there, right? So now you're playing basketball. Boom, boom, boom. You're playing basketball. You do the play. The guy hits you, and you go like this, right? So if the balloon pops, right, and you take your hand off, and now you go rush the guy, the balloon is still stuck to your hairline because it's glued, and now it's popped. So now it's gonna start leaking at a fast pace because now it's pouring down your face, right? That's one way they can do it. You see? So it's not impossible. The thing is, the way your brain works, you don't have an imagination, and you're not creative. I'm not saying that this is how they're doing it, but this is how I would do it, and I'll be able to fool you. Actually, I don't have any glue because I will do it right now. I will get something I will get some Heinz ketchup. I will get a bag from the store, make it really, really small. Actually, I'm gonna do that for you right now. I'm gonna do it for you right now. I'm gonna get some ketchup, and I'm gonna pop it, and it's gonna look like real blood. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. So this is not the best example, but this is something that I think would work if I took the time to really set it up. Now look, what I did was I took a plastic bag, very small. Even I can make it even smaller than this, and I put some tomato sauce in there. And let's say I could get this even smaller. And let's say I had a black bag, right? So this black bag will go here, right? It could go here in my hairline. But again, it has to be smaller and it has to be black so it can blend in. Now, if we watch the video, what's the video at? This one. This will really work, right? So you put it right here. Now it's in your hair. Again, it has to be smaller. This is too big. I did it too big. But I'm telling you, if I take the time to do it, and I get the right liquid in there, and I get it right, and I get it nice and glued on my forehead, it'll work. All right, so once this is there, all I have to do is either smack it or pinch it or whatever. And again, it's glued to my hairline, right? So it'll stay there. The plastic will stay on my hairline, but then the rest of it will start leaking down. This is one example of how they can do it. Okay? So let's watch the second video that you did. See what else you said in there.
Where is he hiding a pocket of fake blood at? And how would he know to use it at this time? Like, get out of here. These gematria goons are idiots. Let's play that beautiful footage. It goes back up, gets swiped up. Zach Collins goes up. Russ goes up. Boom, the contact hits. You can clearly see contact is being made. Russ goes down. Gets immediately back up. So this is going on in about probably 0.5 of seconds. Gets right back up. Now he has a cut of blood bleeding. And here we go right here. Boom. Did anybody see that? Everybody seen that? Boom. Let's play it back again. Let's play it back. Let's see how. I think that's the lowest it'll go. Make sure I can get it right on point.
You see, he didn't say no boom. You see what I mean? Why you didn't say boom from that angle, right? Because that angle doesn't serve. It doesn't help your argument. That's why you didn't hear no boom. The only boom you hear is when it's from the angle that helps your argument.
Russ fall down. They don't have any pockets. See, he gets up. He puts his hand on his.
You see how he goes? They don't have any pockets. See. Because he doesn't even believe that Collins made contact. Why is he talking about pockets? Again, it doesn't have to be in your pocket. It could be in your hairline.
It gets right back up. All in his hand. So how did he have the pocket of blood already in his hand? Oh, these gematria goons. Here we go. Here we go, baby.
Wow. It's got 2 more minutes left. Let's go. Let's watch the rest of this dumb shit.
It is spilling down his head. As soon as he gets up, look the amount of blood is on there now. Boom. Look at that right there. Now watch how it just spills out. Look at that. Look at that. Look how it just spills out. It just spills out. So it's just going to sit still for a second and then just start spilling out.
Yes, you fucking idiot. Yes, again, if you put a small bag, right, some very small bag in your head, right there in your headline, and he pops it because you saw you. Why he doesn't address what I said in the video? When Russell Westbrook falls on the ground, he touches his forehead. He goes like this, right, and then that's when you start seeing the leaking. He doesn't address that at all.
Because he put fake blood on him. Like, this guy is a complete idiot. I mean, you can go to the channel Chaz NBA and look this up your own self. Simple Spoof doesn't do anything but shows a aerial footage of it. Oh yeah, look, it didn't even hit. And he's trying to argue with me in the comments. Like, dude, you're wrong. You're wrong. Give it up. Give it up. Like, come on now, look at that blood just spilling down. Cut. If he had blood, fake blood, it would have been all over his face, all over his forehead. Like, these gematria guys are just idiots. I mean, gematria is good at a T, but sometimes these guys are letting it fry their brains. Here's another view.
No, this is the same view that you. This is the view that you like, because this is the view that helps your argument.
Boom, right there. What was that? 101. Boom. Right in the forehead. Come on now, Solo Spoof. Boom. Look how his elbow retracts. Come on now. This guy's an idiot. Don't ever try to debate me.
Gay matria.
And then he puts Zach at the end and says gay matria.
Here we are with part 2.
You see, this is what I mean about these people. These people are like the dumbest of dumbest, all right? I don't know if you saw the guy. Look at this. Okay, let me explain to me how this is possible, right? So, basketball player, yellow blood, all right? So, just tell me when has blood been yellow, all right? We're going to look at this. This is real too, right?
Against the Pistons, Cedi Osman had a hard knock, which resulted in yellow blood leaking from his face. Yeah, I don't even know what it is. Matter of fact, no one knows what it is. The internet's mad confused, and we're not getting any news from any doctors. You can type up yellow blood leaking from face, and the first thing that pops up is
Take one.
Serosan.
Take two.
I want Kenny G's stupid ass to explain how somebody can leak yellow blood.
And drainage. So yeah, it could be that.
All right, so look.
Last night against the Pistons.
So this is just somebody reacting to that video, right? So, we find out. Let me see. So let me see. This is Cedi Osman, right? This was a day after Russell Westbrook's incident. Somebody hits him in the nose, and then instead of it being red blood, it was yellow. How does that happen? How do you spill yellow blood out of your nose? How? Look, people calling him an alien.
First game back is usually trouble. Amadou inside. Fouled on the shot try. Down he goes, and down goes Cedi Osman.
Yeah, it's yellow. What the fuck? Yeah, exactly. What the fuck? How does somebody bleed yellow blood? Okay, let me see Kenny Smith make a response video to that. You see, whatever they're using, I guess in that moment, they probably used the wrong chemical. Because the guy, yellow blood, I mean, what is it? I've never even seen that. But, you know, it's just like, there's certain things that, I mean, this video is not going to, because I can show you angles all day, and this is why I don't like making videos like this. This is why I like just using the gematria, because the gematria confirms what the ritual. And I just thought this was too obvious, but let me see. Let me watch it again, because maybe I am wrong. Maybe he did hit him, but I didn't see it. That's why I was reviewing it in the live stream. I was trying to see where the contact was at, what happened at. I didn't see any contact. If Kenny G, if you're out there, you want to call up, call me and let's talk about it. But, you know, if you start calling me out of my name and stuff like that, I'm just going to hang up. You see, look now, but when he falls on the floor, now he wants to put his hand on his forehead. That's what makes it even more suspicious. And everything else that happens after that, right? Now he starts wearing hats at the post-game interviews. He's wearing headbands at his game. That's what makes his shit all suspicious, because he doesn't do that. He doesn't wear headbands. He doesn't wear hats. So why is he covering such a small cut? Why is he covering it up now at every game? And I never said Russell Westbrook poured blood on himself. I said it was fake blood. Okay? The blood could have been on his head already. And that's why you saw it leaking down after he touched it. And something that somebody pointed out in the video that I did was that this is something that I actually missed. There were people in the comments who also saw the same thing that I saw. Look. Actually, I pinned it. It was at 26:59 mark. Okay. So notice this comment here by Idafi Ezomifi. He said, and this comment has 269 likes. It probably has more now. He said, I've looked at it over and over again, and I honestly never see him actually hit him in the head. So is it that I'm trying to mislead people, or is it that I'm noticing something that other people are also noticing, and I'm trying to share it with my community? You see, this is why people like Kenny G are like you guys are really our enemies. You guys are just like the cabal. You guys are our enemies. The moment we try to question something, you start disrespecting us and start calling us names instead of collaborating and helping me reach a conclusion. You know, I never said you have to believe what I say. All I'm doing is I'm questioning what I'm seeing. And if you notice, there's other people, and this person is not from the gematria community. This is a person that left a comment under the video that ESPN posted. And not only does this person see the same thing that I'm seeing, but he also has 269 likes. So it looks like 269 people also agree with what he's saying and what I'm saying. He said he looked at it over and over again. He never seen anybody. He didn't see him make contact with his head. I didn't see it either. So let's look up this comment. Idafi Ezomifi. Let's see if I can pull it up. You see Russell Westbrook and Zach Collins. All right, let's see if ESPN still has the video. I think this was the one that I used. All right, so let's see. Probably has more likes now. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that comment. What was the guy's name? Idafi. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find that comment. It does have a lot of likes. I don't know why I can't see it. Was that the video though? Let me see. Yeah, this was the video. Okay. I don't think that was the video. Let me see, what video was it that I was watching? Yeah, Russell Westbrook heated after flagrant 2 foul. That's the video. Russell Westbrook heated after flagrant 2 foul. Okay. Yeah, 4,000 comments. Oh, man. Let me see if I can find that comment. Because it looks like that comment had 34 responses. So I want to see, what did the people respond to that comment? I mean, he wants to disrespect gematria. Like, no, it's that you are just not intelligent enough to understand it and see how the stuff works. Oh, don't join his Patreon. Like, this guy's just a fucking hater. He's one of those. He's just a hater. Like, why do you watch somebody you don't agree with? Like, I don't get these people. And he tells me to get a life. Like, bro, you're the one watching me. Like, what the fuck? Hey, Daffy, where you at, man? You're the only sign of intelligent life out there. Oh, man. I cannot find Daffy's comment. It probably got deleted by ESPN. Oh, we found it. We found it. There we go. So, Adafi, 281 likes. Now you got 282. So now let's read the responses. Okay, so on the second shot attempt, Zach Collins is coming down from trying to contest, and his elbow meets Russ, who's jumping up to speed. Shut up, another dummy. Same here. Watched it 3 times so far and couldn't see actual contact. Looked like the ball hit him. I'll have to slow the speed and look more closely, I guess. Okay, so that's another person. That's 2 people who don't see it. Elbows are hard. Doesn't take much at all, especially on the forehead. Okay, another dummy. There's a shot from the baseline at the 130. I played it in 0.5 speed, and I could see the elbow. Another dummy. Thug Collins, shut up. You're spot on. This should be the top comment. There we go. So you're spot on. This should be the top comment. Yeah, it is. It should be. Yeah, you saw that too? Okay. So there's like 3 or 4 people that agree with me and agree with Adafi. So shout out to Adafi. And again, this person is not from the gematria community. And look what he wrote. He wrote, I've looked at it over and over again and honestly never seen him actually hit him in the head. And I agree with him. And I also agree with the 282 people who liked his comment and the 3 people who left a nice comment under his comment. Okay? But again, it all depends on what angle you see it from. But we know how much deception goes on in these basketball games, and we also have to take into account all the things that Russell Westbrook has done after the fact, right? Like the post-game conferences, and now he's wearing a hat. Now at the basketball games, he's wearing a headband. Things that he never done in his basketball career. He has never worn a headband. He doesn't wear headbands to the games. Now all of a sudden he wears a headband. For what reason? If the cut healed and it happened in your hairline, why are you covering it up? So now you're seeing that makes it even more difficult for us to truly confirm whether or not he really got cut. So if you guys want to call up, the number is 646-986-0958. And, again, like I always say, it's possible that I am wrong. I don't always think that I'm right. But this is why I give people the option to call up. It's never my goal to mislead anybody. I'm just saying a lot of things don't make sense to me, and I'm going to show it how I see it. Like a lot of people debate that the games are not rigged. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I give you guys the opportunity to debate it, but you guys never want to call up. You guys always just want to make videos and using curse words and weird. That's just weird, man. Like, why we can't have a educated conversation? Yeah, that's another good point. You're supposed to let a cut breathe so it can heal properly. He's covering it up with a headband. Yeah, and a headband would. I don't know what trainer would tell him to put a headband over it. I mean, that is a cut that just happened. Why would you put a headband over it? It's never gonna heal properly. It's just I don't think professional trainers, professional medics are gonna be advising him to do that. People don't ask any of these questions though. They just assume that I'm wrong. He doesn't have any pockets. Where will he put it? Whoa. It's because your brain doesn't work. Your brain doesn't work. Okay, let's look up fake blood in Hollywood. Fake blood in Hollywood. I mean, do you think actors are pulling fake blood out of their pockets in the movie scene? Like, what a fucking dumbass argument. Fake blood in Hollywood, right? Let's see. Yeah, fake blood in movies, same thing. Yeah, you think this guy right here pulled the blood out of his pocket to make it go down his face? Like, come on, what a stupid argument. What about Robert De Niro in Raging Bull? Didn't he get punched in the face and all the blood came? You think Roger De Niro had blood in his pockets at a boxing match? Like, what a stupid argument. Oh yeah, man, look at him. He got hit. Boom. Simple spoof. Boom. Look at Robert De Niro. He got hit. Boom. Oh Lord. Let me see. Maybe I can find a video where they show how this stuff actually is performed. Oh my God, look, it's leaking down her head. Oh my God. Let me see if I can find a video of how they actually do it. How to make fake blood according to Hollywood specials. How to make fake blood according to Hollywood. I'm pretty sure there's a video out there that shows you how this stuff works. Oh, look, this video. Hopefully, this person doesn't give me a strike. But let's watch this video. See what she says.
To find all the products that you need to recreate the effects I'll be showing you. They provided me with all the products that you will see in this video, as well as a 20% off of one item discount code, which you can find in the description. As you'll see, I'm kind of obsessed with fake blood, and I had so much fun filming this, so I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna start off with blood capsules, which are really...
You see what I mean? That's what I was trying to get. That's what I was trying to do. Look how easy it is.
You just cut off a portion of the tip, and then you place the capsule between your molars with the tip facing outwards. Then you slowly bite down in order for the blood to creepily flow out of your mouth. So facing the tips outwards will make sure that the blood flows directly from the sides of your mouth. I think a common misconception is that people just put the capsules in their mouth, and that doesn't really direct the blood flow anywhere, so it's much less effective. Now this next product is called spray blood, and it's really interesting. It creates a blood splatter effect. This blood actually easily washed out of this shirt, but you do want to be careful where you use it because it can stain certain fabrics. It's a really good way to turn regular clothes into a quick costume or make any costume a little bit scarier. You can use it to write messages or make it look like you just walked away from some type of massacre. You can spray it around your fake wounds, clothes and costumes, or onto props. I'm just playing around with it, trying to get different angles and achieve various spatter patterns. I'm also trying to channel my inner Dexter and tell a story with the blood. Dexter is my all-time favorite, don't get me started, but anyways, this is one of those products that you really only need a little bit to add a lot to your look, but you end up getting carried away just like me, and you want to spray everywhere, on everything, all the time. This next product is called vampire blood. It's just the typical blood you would use to create drips from wounds, your eyes, or your mouth, or whatever else you want some blood to drip from. So this blood is probably a basic staple in anyone's SFX makeup collection. It's just so fun to drip and smear everywhere, and it's awesome for it because just like fresh blood, it's pretty thin. On the other hand, there's scab blood, which is a much thicker consistency. It's more like a paste. Since this type of blood is super thick, it's ideal for using in fake wounds to create a scab-like effect, as the name would suggest. Gel blood has a consistency that's in between those two. It stays put and doesn't drip, but it's not as thick and pasty as scab blood. Here you can see I'm just showing you how easy it is to make some quick fake cuts using only the gel blood. So now I'm going to be comparing the consistency of these three types of blood. As you can see, the vampire blood is almost watery, it drips very easily, and it becomes sheer when it's spread out. The gel blood is not as sheer, but it still spreads out very smoothly. Unlike the scab blood, which is of course the thickest, it doesn't spread as smoothly because it does have that thicker, pasty consistency. An awesome kit available is the all-in-one blood makeup kit, which includes most of the bloods we talked about, as well as some extra materials to use for application and costumes. The gauze can be a really easy addition to your costume just by giving you the illusion of a fake wound with minimal effort, just by adding some fake blood soaking through it. The kit also comes with 2 sponges that can be used to create different types of texture while applying the blood products. Once again, I had a ton of fun playing around with it. As you can see, I'm just kind of creating different textures and showing you various effects you can achieve with the materials. So now I'm going to be showing you a couple different applications for the fake blood. Here I'm starting off with a latex cut, and I'm just filling it with some fire blood and then stippling that around using the sponge from the kit. I'm adding scab blood to the inside of the wound, which gives it a lot more depth and makes it a little bit more realistic. Since the scab blood is so thick, I used a bit of the gel blood to fill in a couple uneven gaps. I also used a little bit of vampire blood and created drips coming from the cut. So here I'm just repeating the same process on a latex wound I did on my face. Started off with stippling, added in some scab.
I think the only one out of all the ones she mentioned was the capsule one. I think that's the one that will work. This one right here. Yeah, that's a big capsule, but something smaller than that will work. Let me just read the articles and see if I can find any gematria relevant to that moment. Let me see. Zach Collins. Again, there was 99 points in the game. Russell Westbrook is 99. Okay, let me see. Let me just read some of these articles. Oh my gosh, the mockery. Saturday's game between the Los Angeles Lakers and the San Antonio Spurs briefly turned into a professional wrestling match. Exactly. That's exactly what it was, because this is all WWE. When a hard foul from Zach Collins caused Russell Westbrook to bleed from his forehead. Yes, professional wrestling match. That's exactly what it is. I was really hoping for Kenny G to call up, but I guess he doesn't. He's too afraid. He likes to make his videos from his Android phone instead. You know the rules of possession. If they're black, then it's a gang. If they're Italian, it's a mob. If they're Jewish, it's a coincidence. And you should never speak about it. Oh, man. Yeah, great point. Yeah, this video is most likely I'm gonna delete it because it's probably gonna get a copyright claim again. So nobody wants to call up. The phone line is open, 646-986-0958. Be here another 5-10 minutes, and then we can call it a night. I thought Kenny G was gonna call up. I guess he doesn't want no smoke. Gay matria. No, it's just you're gay. That's what it is. It's not the knowledge that's gay. It's that you're gay. Ali Bravo says I'm reaching. All right, well, but I bet you won't call up and tell me why. You like the work I do? I'm solid. I mean, which one is it? You just said I'm reaching. Did I not tell people that the Astros was going to win the World Series on the anniversary of the Astro World tragedy? I mean, was that a coincidence? Did I not tell people that the Yankees are going to conclude their season 99 and 63? Was that luck? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't want to call up. He just wants to talk shit. Yeah, we want to hear boom and all the sound effects. Wow. Exactly. It's Trey Hops. He makes a lot of sense. He says those type of hits, they cause bruises and they don't make blood drip, and yeah. That's another thing. I think people don't understand how if my elbow hits somebody's forehead, your forehead should get a lump. Now, unless I have like something sharp. I mean, you guys didn't see any lump in Russell Westbrook's forehead, any lump at all. And the way he hit him, I mean, the guy's coming down. Supposedly, what Kenny showed, the guy is supposed to be hitting him coming down, and Russell Westbrook going up. That kind of hit is gonna cause a lump. A lump. Yeah, simple bruise. The blood makes no sense in that situation. And again, it's perspective. So if you're watching it from the angle that he's showing it, yes, it looks like it does look like his elbow is hitting the guy's forehead. But first of all, that view, it doesn't guarantee, it doesn't affirm that it's touching. Like it's not. You can't see that. All you're seeing is this. You're seeing it from an angle that looks like, oh, it looks like if I go like this, ooh, yeah, it could have, it could have grazed them, but that doesn't confirm that there was actual contact and hard enough contact to cause a injury like that. Yeah, a cut like that could be caused by many things. Like if you're wearing like something sharp. I mean, I don't know. I listen to somebody's calling right now. Let me see what they think about it. I don't know what would cause somebody to leak like how you did. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, how you doing?
Oh, this is Arthur?
Yes, it is.
Boom, baby.
This is not Kenny.
This Kenny G.
No, it's not.
I promise you everything is Kenny G.
All right, what's going on, Kenny?
Why would I not call in? I just got on and seen the video. It's 2:00 here in Illinois, and it's late. I get back on YouTube and see your live. I didn't really see the whole video. I'm pretty sure you gave up the. I've seen a little bit of it. But
I destroyed you.
I know, but if you can even look on the pinned picture that you had, you can clearly see a cut that Russell Westbrook has. So I'm sitting there saying that your argument is just silly.
Okay, let's see. You said a thumbnail that I used?
The thumbnail, in the last video, you can clearly see the cut right on his head.
The last video? The last video.
The last video you did.
Okay, let me see. Let me look it up because I'm not using that thumbnail now. So you didn't hear anything that I said?
Yeah, I went back. That's why it took me so long to call. I had to go back and I skipped through and seeing some things. I heard you sit there and say that I was calling you names. Yeah, I called you names. I apologize for that. I just kept it cordial and. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying because I don't like if you go back and watch this video, I at no moment am I gonna call you any names because I don't think that's how we're gonna get our point across. Because I don't expect you to agree with everything that I say, but when you start saying you calling gematria gay and then you saying that I don't have a life, that I don't exercise. I mean, I do exercise. I go to the gym every day. I play basketball. I play sports.
I seen you on Instagram and playing basketball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know. You're saying things. That's what I'm saying. That's why things that you say are not really credible because everything that you say, I'm able to debunk it. Now back to let's focus on Westbrook for a second. You saying that he doesn't have any pockets and that there's no way that he can do it, right? That there's no way he can place the fake blood on because he doesn't have any pockets and he's playing basketball. But what about think about this for a second. Let's say, because I watched a video from a young girl that I guess she works in Hollywood and she shows how actors put on fake blood. So that one of the things she showed was how a lot of actors use blood capsules and they'll put it in their mouth so that way when they get hit in the mouth, all they have to do is bite down and then the fake blood comes dripping down. Right? So that's one option. Right now, I'm not saying that's what happened with Westbrook because Westbrook didn't get hit in the mouth. But let's say a very small capsule with the liquid that dripped down his forehead was kind of glued on his hairline. Because if you think about it, think about the location that they chose for the cut to happen. Right, it happened at the perfect spot, like right at the hairline. So even if he's playing basketball, you're not gonna be able to see it because it kind of blends in with his hairline, right? So did you notice when he fell on the floor, he touched his forehead? Do you agree that he did that?
Yeah, I said that in this video. I said that time it happened between 1 to 2 seconds. That's
okay.
How fast paced it was.
Okay, but he did touch his hairline.
It's too much blood on his face.
No. All you have to do is make sure that let's say for example, I'm not saying that this is how they're doing it, but let's say he did have a blood capsule on his hairline, and when he fell on the floor, that was the moment where he popped it, and he got right back up when the moment he knew he popped it. Because if you notice, when he fell on the floor, that's when we start seeing the blood. Because if you could go back to the video, once Zach Collins supposedly makes contact with his forehead, you don't see any blood until Russell Westbrook falls on the ground. Yes. You start seeing the blood after he gets up.
That's all because of the angle that we're given. Like I'm pretty sure we're actually on the floor. We can see him clearly. I mean, we're both looking from the perspective of.
Okay. Do you think that my elbow is gonna make a cut? Wouldn't that elbow make a bruise or a knot? Especially if you're going up and I'm.
Really, so I got cut in the chin playing basketball before.
So I'm saying, but in the chin is different. In the chin is different. And the chin is different. I'm talking about at the hairline. Wouldn't it make a bruise? And let's say it does cut him, but wouldn't it be a bruise as well? Because that's bone that's bone versus bone.
I mean, it could have a bruise. That's probably why he's been wearing hats.
Oh, what about that's why you think he's wearing hats? What about if he's wearing hats to cover it up so that way we can't definitively see what's really behind that? Because let's say it was a capsule. Let's just assume that because that is a possibility. You know, or do you think that there is no way in the world that it could be fake blood? Do you think there's a small chance that they can?
There's no way in the world that that's fake.
Okay, what guarantees you?
All the angles. I've sat there and seen the way that when he comes down, you see his elbow hits his head. His elbow then retracts from his head. That's like throwing a bouncy ball at a wall. It's not going to bounce back at you unless it hits the wall. That's just basic physics right there. That's in the video that I showed. I had to slow it down and then make it blurry. Yeah, I got a Android or I mean, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, but if you're gonna make these debates, just make sure you got the right technology, because if you're showing us a blurry video and then you're making sound effects.
I had to make it that way because the second video has a copyright. It says copyright claim. I don't make YouTube videos. I just had to make that video just to.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why these videos. If you notice my videos, I don't make videos like this, because I like to use the gematria because the gematria is facts and it can be verified. But the reason I chose to show the Westbrook video and not use any gematria is because I thought it was too obvious. Now you said in the video that you made that I only used one view. I only used the views that they gave us, right? So ESPN put out a video, and I used the two views that they showed. They showed the view from the side and the view from the bird eye view. I didn't record those. I didn't record that incident. So that's not me using those views. Those are the views that they showed us.
I agree with that because that's why I just got done saying that we're looking. I'm pretty sure if we were on the court, we would see.
Yes, we will see. That's what I'm saying. So your video and my video are not 100% proof that the elbow hit his forehead, because you're looking at it from an angle that you can't confirm. Because like I showed, if you watched the video earlier, I said if you put a microphone in front of a speaker, right, it looks like the microphone is touching the speaker depending on the angle that you see it from. So that's not a good argument to say that because you're looking at it from this angle. Look, his elbow bounces off his forehead. That's proof that it's hitting. No, that's not proof that it's hitting. That's just proof that you're looking at it from an angle that supports that argument. You gotta understand, right? These games are scripted, right? And now, and do you believe that? Do you agree? I mean, not believe. I don't like the word believe.
I agree with that. I started following gematria after the death of Kobe Bryant, as well as a lot of people.
Because I heard you say, you put Zach at the end of the video where he says gay matria, like you're trying to dismiss the knowledge. Like the knowledge, I didn't show any in my. Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt you, but in the video that I did with in the video that I did with Russell Westbrook, I didn't show any gematria. I thought that I didn't need it. So what about gematria? Don't you agree with?
Well, there would be no gematria. The only thing I don't agree with is that the blood is fake and that Zach Collins didn't hit Russell Westbrook in the forehead. That's what the video was about.
No, but you also said that gay matria and that the gematria is making us is frying our brain. That's what you said.
Yeah, I said sometimes gematria, because there's other guys in the community that's sitting there saying that other actors or this person.
Well, that's not me. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do that.
There's other people in the gematria community that's making it look bad.
Well, they are. Yeah, the people who talk about clones and stuff like that. Yes, yeah, you're right. But I don't do that. None of my videos am I ever talking about stuff that I can't prove. The only time that I made a video without using gematria is this moment right here when I talk about Russell Westbrook. And the reason I did that is because when I saw the video from the bird eye view, I didn't see any contact made. Now the the angle that you showed, that is kind of controversial. It does look like his elbow is hitting his forehead. But the thing that makes it suspicious is all the things that he did after that. Like somebody in the comments said that, you know, it wouldn't be a smart idea to put a headband over a cut because you have to allow the cut to get fresh air so he can heal properly. So why would any medical staff advise Russell Westbrook to cover it up with a headband? You have to let the cut breathe. And the cut happened on his hairline, so what is he covering up? It happened on his hairline. So even if there is a cut there, nobody's going to be able to see it because it's already healed or it's in the process of healing. Why would he cover it up with a hairline, with a headband? Why would he wear hats now all of a sudden to the post game conferences? So you're assuming that it's because he has a knot, but he doesn't have a knot. And it wouldn't make any sense to be covering it up. Because you have to let these things heal properly. So, and this is a professional NBA player who has a professional medical staff guiding him on what he needs to do, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So why would he be covering up? Does it make sense for him to cover it up with a headband? It doesn't make sense. This guy never wore a headband at his games. That doesn't make any sense. I think, you want to know what I think? I think he's covering it up with the headband so that we can't debate it anymore. It's hard for now I can't go back and look. Oh, look, he doesn't have anything there. Look, I can't do that because he's covering it up. Same thing they did with Jay Leno. Jay Leno supposedly was involved in a car accident. No, not car accident. A car explosion that supposedly burned his whole face. Now, if you notice, they haven't showed us any footage of the cuts, of the wounds, or anything like that. So next time we see Jay Leno, he's probably gonna say, "Oh, it all healed. I put on this nice lotion and it helped the scars go away." See, that's what I'm saying. That's what these people always do, and that's why I was so confident in making the video showing that why this was fake. Because this is what they always do. They always doing fake shit like this. Because this is the same thing they do in Hollywood.
But the thing is, you can see the cut though. You can actually see a cut.
No, you're not seeing a cut. You're seeing something.
Thumbnail that you use.
You're seeing.
You
Yes.
can see.
No, go ahead. Finish. I don't want to interrupt you.
Oh, no, I was even saying in the thumbnail you use, it has the gash on his forehead. Like you can clearly see it.
No, you're using the wrong words. Clearly see it. No, what you're seeing is something that appears like a cut. You can't confirm that it's a cut because you haven't been in front of Westbrook and seeing it for yourself. You're seeing a picture that looks like a cut. We have to stop assuming. Huh?
That's not assuming if I'm looking at a picture that they
You cannot take pictures as proof.
Okay, the exact video, you can see the same thing. I even pointed out how the blood was dripping it down. If he had a balloon on his head, or a capsule on his head, it wouldn't be. We would be able to see it because it would have to be big to hold that amount of blood that was on his face. Like even after the play, when they showed the replay and they came back to Russ' face, he had a whole face full of blood, all that dripping out his nose, all on his mouth. I mean, not a small capsule can't hold that much blood. It was even a guy in your comment saying that he used a blade. So clearly people are, well, I know you said not to use that word, but from other people's perspective, they're seeing a cut.
Well, the point is, the reason they're saying that is because they agree that no contact was made with Zach Collins' elbow and his forehead. So now they were trying to find reason for why the blood happened. I don't know where the blood came from. I was just saying that that's an option. I'm not saying that is how they did it. But it's tough because there are different angles, and I don't want to be biased and say this is the angle that we all should use to judge the moment, but we do agree that the games are scripted. These players are actors, and the things that he's done afterwards is what makes it all more suspicious. And he did.
Another thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Another thing I want. I'm sorry. I'll let you finish.
No, I'm just saying, like he did touch his forehead when he fell on the floor. You can clearly see that in slow motion. Now I'm finished. Go ahead.
I mean, that's a if somebody hits you, you're gonna be like, oh, you're gonna touch it. That's a basic reaction. But another thing I was gonna say, you said that 100% of the players are in on it.
Yes.
I actually know basketball players.
Now that I am 100% sure that is a fact.
I know basketball players, and I told this to them.
I know. All right, let me tell you something. I know. All right, I know Kemba Walker in real life. Kemba Walker, I am friends with his entire family. Kemba Walker has never admitted to me that the NBA is scripted. Now go ahead. Finish your point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying about a player I went to school with, Sean Livingston.
Yeah.
And I was telling him how his name has 201 and all that stuff in it. He suffered the major leg injury when he played his rookie year for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Sean Livingston, the NBA champion that played with the Golden State Warriors, he doesn't think that the NBA is scripted? Like, come on. Kemba, like I said, Kemba. I don't want to talk over you.
He's right in the middle of going to the finals, playing against LeBron, who is one of the biggest puppets of the NBA.
So he had no idea that the script. So let me ask you something. He had no idea that LeBron, because he was on that roster when LeBron won the championship on the real King James's birthday. He had no idea that the Lakers.
He was on the whole Golden State Warriors dynasty that they went on.
I know. Sean Livingston was a very important role player for that dynasty. But what I'm saying is, he had no idea that LeBron was supposed to win the championship with the Cavaliers on the real King James' birthday. He had no idea that was part of the script. So he was just playing basketball.
I believe him. He said nobody came up to him and told him to score these points, don't score these points. He went out there and played basketball. I've even been to a basketball game where I've seen basketball players shoot the pre-game warm-ups. Jimmy Butler shoot 30 3-pointers in a row.
Okay, Go ahead.
I was segueing that into the Magnus thing that a lot of people say. I would admit that there are some, just like the last NFL game where the guy said something moved it left, and that field goal kick. I will admit that there are some little shady events that happen, but I don't believe that there's 100% magnets in the rim that's controlling the shot.
No, you don't believe that either.
That's another thing.
Okay. But let me tell you something, right? Kemba Walker he's way more important to the NBA than Sean Livingston ever was. But Kemba Walker is a superstar NBA player. And like I said, I know his entire family. Well, not his entire family. I know all of his most of his brothers and all of his cousins. They live in my neighborhood. He comes to the block in the summertime, right? And even to his close relatives, he doesn't tell them that the NBA is scripted. They think that the games are real. They always talking about if they give Kemba an opportunity with this team, he will he'll be better than Kyrie or be better than Steph Curry. Blah 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 blah. Those are always the arguments on the block when he's around, and he's always playing just playing dumb. Like yeah, it's true. Yeah, I'm thinking about going to the Lakers. I'm gonna see what they offer me. He's never said, you know what. And I know he has never said it because I can see the emotion that his cousins argue with him about the games, and that's what I'm saying. These people took an oath of secrecy, so even their close relatives, they're not gonna admit anything to them. So you are just being lied to, just like Kemba's lying to his cousins. Just because a person doesn't admit it to you, that doesn't mean that you got to believe him, because these people took an oath of secrecy. I guarantee you, there's a lot of these players don't even tell their mother or father.
There's 400 players in the NBA. I highly doubt that they're all in on.
Okay, let me ask you a question. When Kobe Bryant, this is the example I like to use because this is probably the best example.
Players like that, like the superstar star players.
No, I'm not talking about Kobe
Like how
Bryant.
LeBron's
No, I'm not talking about Kobe Bryant. I'm not talking about Kobe Bryant. I'm just using Kobe, two of his basketball games as an example. So the day that he scored 81 points against the Raptors, his teammates scored 41 points in that game. Now his final game against the Utah Jazz, his teammates also scored 41 points. And the reason that matters is because the number 41 was huge with his career. You say you found the work because of Kobe Bryant. Remember, he died at 41. His helicopter crashed 41 minutes after takeoff. His name, Kobe Bryant, was 41. His daughter was 13. The 41 is the 13th prime. And all the other 41s that we spoke about, right? So if every player is not in on it, how is it that they're ending with 41 points so perfectly? And those two games are huge because that was his career high and his last game. Those were the two most important games of his career. And both times his teammates ended with 41 points. Now the thing I think somebody used this as an argument. They said, well, what about if I shoot the ball and then they let the technology do the rest? Now, somebody that doesn't play basketball, they will use that as an argument. I don't know if you play basketball, Kenny, but I do. And I think you saw that in the beginning of this video. When you shoot a basketball as a shooter, you know whether or not that ball is going in. So if they're using technology, and let's say I'm on the court and I have no idea that the games are rigged and scripted, and I have no idea that they're using technology, if I shoot a basketball and let's say it slips out of my hand, but somehow it just goes in every single time, I'm gonna start asking questions. I'm like, hold up, like that ball slipped. I don't know how that shit went in. But you don't see any of these players saying that ever. They never like say, you know what? I don't know. Like I don't know how I made these shots. I don't know how I ended up with 20 points because I didn't feel it. You see, if I shoot a basketball and it's being manipulated by technology, I'm gonna notice it. And if I'm an innocent basketball player on the court, I'm gonna let the people know about it. Because I'm innocent. I don't know that it's rigged. I don't know that I'm supposed to keep this stuff a secret. How is it that nobody's doing that? No, now I'm now.
There's a logical explanation for that. I mean, that's gonna take a. I mean, I'm not an NBA player. I'm not a seat at the table, but I can assure you that 100% of the players do not know. I can say that the star players, like how are you LeBron James and you score 13 points?
But do you understand that all it takes is
listen, and everybody else on the court is balling out, and he blames it on the air conditioning went out, but everybody else is playing good. That right there is proof that he's in there taking the fall for the team. That he's in there. I'm throwing this game. Somebody told me not to score. I'm only going to score 13 points in the NBA Finals game. At that. Now that I can see that, but every single player, I don't think that's logical.
But even we just know no, but okay, even the star players are denying it. So how can you trust any?
They look very controlled to me. I mean,
but some
going down on a fake leg injury, you can say stuff like that is fake.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You're just picking and choosing. Because I could play Kenny G, and say, oh come on, how you gonna say that Kevin Durant's fake injury? I mean, he clearly fell. Look at his ankle twist. Blah blah blah. Boom boom. I could play Kenny G and make an argument for why Kevin Durant's injury is fake. You see, you're choosing what to believe. It's all fake, my brother. It's all fake.
Well, let me clear myself. It's not fake as they say it is. Well, not as real as they say, because he got up and walked right off.
Exactly.
If you rust your Achilles, you're not going to get up.
Well, then that's debatable, because I would say no, because I hurt my Achilles and I was able to walk. Like those are the type of arguments that get me upset, because people say stuff like that. Like you're saying, oh yeah, I've gotten cut. Like they always trying to connect what they seen on TV to their real life, and these actors know that. That's why they do a good job at acting. That's why they get paid the big bucks, because they make theater look realistic. It's all theater. And when you sign a contract and you get drafted into the NBA, you have to know the script, because all it takes is one player to mess it all up. All it takes is one player to do a dirty move and hurt somebody when he wasn't supposed to. And guess what? LeBron is not winning the championship on the real King James' birthday. Guess what? The Lakers are not winning the championship on Father-Daughter Day. Guess what? The Bucks are not winning the championship the same day that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are at the White House. Guess what? The Warriors are not winning on Tupac's birthday.
Yeah, well, guess what? They have referees that can control the pace of the game. They even have actual videos.
Really? So the referees.
They have a video of referee telling Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson goes up and says, "What'd you call that for?" And the referee goes, "You're controlling it. You're bringing down the pace of the game, of the crowd."
Okay, the referees are part of the.
Tim Donaghy got caught.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're still, Kenny. You're Kenny. You're proving to me that you're still.
That draws up the plays.
Kenny.
I can be Phil Jackson and say, "Give Michael Jordan the ball."
Kenny, can I say something? Can I say something? Kenny, you are proving to me that you're not fully awake, which is okay. Referees, they don't get caught rigging the games. Every referee is rigging the game. The NBA is rigging the games. The NBA doesn't punish the referees for rigging the games. The NBA hired the referees so they can rig the games. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. When you use those type of examples,
The point that I'm making is that they don't need 100% of the players to be.
You need everybody. You need all the referees. You need the announcers.
You need all the players. No, you don't. I would say this about Zach, even though I really can't stand that guy because he's a racist. I will say this about him. He does say that.
Well, I'm not Zachary. I'm not him. I don't always agree with what he says. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what he says. I'm Arthur. Arthur doesn't think that. Just because I teach gematria, it doesn't mean I have to agree with it.
About the gematria. This is why I say that you guys are making the gematria community look bad.
Who is?
Accusations that you can't really prove.
What haven't I proven?
Like he didn't get cut. Like what we were just talking about now.
First of all, you haven't proved that you haven't proved anything either. You haven't proved that he did get cut. My video was not proof. My video was asking the question, and we was coming to a conclusion.
Title, undeniable proof.
Okay, let me finish. Let me finish. It is undeniable proof that it's fake. It is, but you don't have the eyes to see. I made the video, and I was playing the video, and I was coming to the conclusion along with the community. That was the point of the live stream. I was asking the questions. I said, if you watch the video again, I said, at what moment does Zach Collins hit Russell Westbrook's forehead? See, you came after the video was over and started showing me other angles, which is good. That's what I was looking for during that live stream, and nobody did. I've proven multiple times why every player is in on the rigging. Okay? Every player is in on the rigging. This is a mafia. This is a mob. This is a gang. Every gang member needs to know about the gang activities. Okay? You're not going to have a member of the Bloods not be aware of what the Bloods are doing. NBA players are members of the gang. What gang? Well, the NBA. The NBA is a gang of deception. These players are put through sacrifices, a lot of them, so they can keep quiet. A lot of them, you see that they end up dead at a young age. Their family members that end up dead. Okay? So Sean Livingston, he's a fucking liar. And you said his name equals 201 and he doesn't know, he's a fucking liar. And of course he's not going to tell you the truth. Why would he? He took an oath of secrecy. You're expecting a gang member to admit, I mean, even the Bloods in the street, the Crips in the street, that they don't admit to their gang activities. Go ask a Blood, hey, what are Bloods, what do they do on a daily basis? You think a Blood is going to tell you? It don't matter if you grew up with them or not. You're not a Blood. You're not supposed to know that.
Okay, well, you can believe that all you want to.
There's nothing to believe. There's nothing to believe.
That there's 100% of the players do not know that the NBA games are scripted.
If 100%, that doesn't make sense because if that doesn't make sense,
not every game is scripted.
Not every game is scripted. That's what I'm saying. You're still asleep, my brother. Every game is scripted. Every single game and every player's in on it.
Okay, if every game was scripted, how come you're not bringing in 70% of your picks? How come the Bulls didn't win a championship last year? Didn't you have the Bulls in the Grizzlies?
No, I did bad research. But
So you mean to tell me that the so-called Jesuit order, you believe that they're so?
do you realize? But hold on.
They have time to sit there and do world events and plan 82
That's just
games
yes.
for 30 NBA teams.
Did the Astros win the World Series on the anniversary of the Astro World Festival, like I called? See, why you don't talk about stuff like that?
They were going to win the championship. They said that in the playoffs.
No. Wait a minute. I called. Can I talk? I made a video, and I showed how the Astros were playing their 666th game after the release of the Astro World album. From the Astro World album came out on August 3rd, I believe it was 2018. If you count how many games the Astros played from the release of that album to Game 6 of the World Series, it was exactly 666 games. Okay? All 666 of those games were scripted for it to land on November 5th. That they leaving 56 days left in the year. That's what I showed in my video. Now I do make bad predictions because I do a lot of bad. I do a lot of bad reads and I do a lot of bad research. When I'm wrong, it's because my research is wrong, and I'm not afraid to admit that.
That's one thing I give you applause for, because there's other people in the community that try to play both sides of the fence.
I don't do that. That's why you can't. I don't want you to say. I don't want you to say, well, y'all making the. I'm not y'all. I'm one person. I can't control what Zach does in his channel, what Call Me Kinfolk does in his channel. Like, those guys they're their own person. Call Me Kinfolk makes videos about people being clones. Have you ever watched any of my videos? Me speaking about somebody being a replica of somebody else. That doesn't make any sense to me. So I've never said any of that stuff. Zach says that every player is not in on it. I don't agree with him. I've never said that in any of my videos. It doesn't make sense. Every player has to be in on it because everything has to be perfect. Not only are all players in on it, but the announcers they know about the script as well. It's obvious with the shit that they be saying. Nobody. This kicker has never missed a field goal from this spot. And then what happens? The field goal kicker misses the field goal kick. What a coincidence that he happens to say that phrase the moment the guy misses. The guy's like 50-0 and kicks under 20 yards. And the moment the announcer says that, the guy misses. That's called mockery. The people are reading the script and letting you know what's going to happen.
The players, though. We're talking about
the players have to be in on it because they're the ones controlling the game. So if a player is supposed to catch
12th man on the bench that doesn't get no playing time, he's in on the script.
If he's not on the court, yes, he has to. Yes, he is. But his script is to be on the bench. But the moment he gets on the court, he knows what to do. He knows all the plays. He knows what to do. He knows when to take a shot, when to pass. He knows his role.
I mean, if he's a 12th man, only time he's going to get on the court if they're really losing real bad.
But even yes, but
what script will he have to follow?
Well, the thing is, a lot of times, like for example, even if the team is blowing out the opponent, there's still a thing called over and under, where a certain amount of points has to be scored in that game for Vegas to either win or lose.
And they have the referees for that. They can call a foul. They don't need it. That's what my point is. They don't need 100% of the players. You can say
they don't need it. They don't need it. They don't need it.
Saying 100% every player.
Yeah, listen. Yes.
Are in on it.
They might not need it, but they have it. They probably don't need every player to be in on it, but every player is in on it. They probably don't need every player to be in on it, but every player is in on it.
Well, I'm just saying I highly doubt that. That was just one of my. I know we segue far away from the blood and all that stuff.
Well, the thing about the blood thing is, right. Since I don't have any gematria to prove my point, I'm not gonna say that I'm right and that you're wrong, because my point, the view that I used benefits my argument, and the view that you used benefits your argument. So we just have to agree to disagree, because I don't have any gematria to prove whether or not it's real or not. I just know that the games are fake, and all the things that Russell Westbrook did after that cut looks very suspicious to me, especially him wearing a headband now. But let's bring that to a close, because, like I said, I don't have any undeniable evidence. What I used was proof. I didn't use undeniable evidence. I should have put maybe I should have just changed the title of the video around, because it is deniable if you're using a different point of view. A different angle, I mean. But, every player has to be in on it, because, like I said, Kobe Bryant, when he ended up with 81 points, his teammates scored 41. So his teammates, they had to know the script. They had to know that, okay, all of us have to shoot at this moment, because Kobe we have to combine with 41 points of Kobe, so this ritual can be perfect. If you watch Kobe's last game, there was a guy named number 41 for the Utah Jazz. His nickname is Mamba. He was the one playing defense on Kobe. He actually took the last shot of that game, and he was the one he was the person that Kobe shot his last field goal against. That's how scripted it all is. And then they took Kobe out exactly with 4.1 seconds left on the clock. Now tell me how that's possible if it's not just if it's not them controlling all of it. How is it that they're able to get it so precise to 4.1 seconds and then call a timeout?
What does the players have to do with that? I'm not debating that.
Well, the thing is, if I'm still bouncing the ball,
the coaches,
okay,
the people that work in time management, they can control the pace of the game. The referee can sit there and call it. Kobe Bryant went to the foul line 20 times.
Have you ever seen like?
This is how they're making sure that they're getting them points.
This is the thing about basketball. This is the thing about basketball, right? This is the thing about basketball players and their behavior. If you watch, like, I watch a lot of Dykeman basketball, because that's street ball. If you notice these street ball games, there's always a player, like you said, that's always like the 12th man on the bench that gets no burn. The moment that guy gets on the court, he wants to show out, right? Have you ever seen any of the NBA players who don't get any burn, just shoot the ball and not pass it and just think that they're start doing things on their own? No, I've seen that.
I've seen it plenty of times. They're just getting the ball and start shooting up shots. I've seen that a couple of days ago when I needed the under to hit, and the guy came in there and just shot the ball.
Yeah, but okay. What I'm saying is, usually, like, when I'm watching the Dykeman basketball game, there's always a player that thinks that he is LeBron James and he deserves LeBron James minutes, and they start acting like superstars. And that's what I'm saying. If that was happening in the NBA, that would ruin a lot of the totals and a lot of the spreads. And if you notice, most games, not all of them, but most games, it's always like, if the spread is 10, the games are they're either losing by 9 or winning by 11. It's always like right there. Not every game, but most of them. How is Vegas calling the spread so perfectly every time? How is the over and under so accurate all the time?
I mean, I've even looked that up. They have what they call odd makers. They have the technology for that. That's like they have this next gen technology that can show you the percentage.
Okay. Let me ask you the final question, right? So do you think it's a coincidence that from the release of the Astro World album to Game 6 of the World Series, it was 666 games? You don't think the players could have affected that? In baseball, I mean.
I mean, I don't watch baseball, so I wouldn't know. But I know one thing: there's 100% of the players are not in on it.
You don't know that. You keep saying I know that. That's not true. You don't know that. You're not an NBA player.
I can assure you that all the players are not in on it.
You cannot assure me that.
You can make a logical, definitive argument to prove that point.
You cannot assure me that. Why you keep saying that word? I assure you. No, you cannot assure me.
I mean, I talked to NBA.
Those are not credible sources.
That's not 100%. If there's 90 NBA players and I talked to one of them, 89 of them don't know what's going on. What are you talking about? That's not 100%.
You don't know that.
Talking to Sean Livingston, I can't sit there and say that he's lying because I'm not in his shoes. I'm not in there playing basketball. This guy has played on 6 different NBA teams.
Sean Livingston. Out of all the people you could have said, this is the guy you said doesn't know about the script.
This is the guy that I know. I went to school with this guy. I played basketball with him. He got drafted out of high school. First round, sixth pick. I mean, he's a good basketball player until he broke his leg on playing for the Clippers. And he had to rehab for 3 years, bounced back in the NBA. I mean, they told his story all up in the NBA Finals. I mean, he's not in on any type of scripting.
The guy with the 201 name?
I can sit there and say I can't sit, but just like how you're saying, you don't know that every NBA player, you don't know that Sean Livingston's lying. You don't know that Kemba Walker.
Well, his name equals 201. I know that. I know that Kemba Walker, when he got this fake injury against the Denver Nuggets, there was 39 days left in the year, and then they supposedly said that he had a concussion, and he only sat out for 1 day. And guess how many points he scored when he came back? 39. And what does Kemba Walker equal in gematria? 39. That's what I know. And I don't think that's a coincidence. The guy gets injured on a day leaving 39 days left in the year, comes back against the Brooklyn Nets and scores 39 points. No. Kemba Walker knows about the script. And then for him to score 39 right after a concussion that only lasted 1 day, that doesn't make any sense to me. That's what I know. I don't know about anything else. I don't know. I don't care about what they're telling you or what Kemba Walker admits to me. None of that matters to me.
I mean, that's just to you. That's not 100% proof. That's just in your mind that you believe it. And
I don't believe. I don't. I'm not. I don't.
It's your mind.
So you're saying that it's coincidental then? Because that
you can get up there and score 39 anytime.
Yeah, the day, but the day.
He's an NBA superstar. He's an all-star player.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Did he score 39 on the day leaving 39 days left in the year?
No, he got injured on the day leaving 39 days left in the year.
Okay, then how come he didn't score 39 then? In New York, it's 39. That's the big 39.
Yeah, and that's why he ended up playing with the Knicks. Number. That's why he ended up playing with the Knicks. Exactly. And that's why Biggie, which equals 39, died on 3-9.
I mean, as you can see, I'm not a gematria basher. I'm just saying that some things you guys say that could draw other people away.
And
even a segment on Jimmy Kimmel when he invited a Trump supporter to talk about gematria, and they was going all into this that Michael Jackson and Princess Diana is alive, and they're running that stuff right there was make somebody be like, okay, these gematria.
Yeah, but those people, how do you know those people are not being sent there to do that and mock the work? Those are not people from the gematria community. Those are fucking agents put there to dismiss what we're teaching.
Well, those could be because there are people in the gematria community that are still Trump supporters, and that's like
okay. Well, when you say gematria community, you have to give me names because I don't consider everybody part of the gematria community. Well, the thing is that okay,
they're part of the whatever network Zach has on the website he has, new website he has. I see it. Look at the comments.
Okay, these are the gematria.
Things going on.
The thing is, I don't recommend.
What I'm saying it's not organized. It's all over the place. You got one guy saying this stuff. Now imagine nobody sees your channel and they run into somebody like Call Me Kinfolk. And they hear him, and they're like, "Oh my God, this guy sounds dumb."
Yeah, but I cannot police.
Your channel,
I can't police.
Automatically dismiss you without even hearing anything that you say.
Yeah, but I can't. You're right.
You have a lot of videos that can wake a lot of people up, but with different people doing different things, it's kind of making it gematria unattractive.
Yeah, but I cannot police this entire community because the minute I open my mouth, people call me a troublemaker and saying that Arthur is dissing, Neil the hacker, or Arthur is dissing this guy, what's this guy name from New York, the other guy that I made a video about. The guy was stealing my work and selling it for a higher price. Whatever the guy's name is.
Mr. Futures.
Yeah, Mr. Futures. Like, Like I can't say anything because the minute I say something, the whole community turns against me and looks at me like an enemy. I don't agree with a lot of bullshit that these people put out, and I don't agree with a lot of things that they do. But I have to just stay in my lane because I don't want to cause diversity. That's why I don't say anything about that. I don't agree with cloning. I don't think somebody should look at my pics and then put it on their Patreon and not tell people where they got it from. I don't think people should be doing that. That's deception. That's stealing, and then that's wrong. But I can't address everything because then I look like a troublemaker. And I'm trying to really unite and do more of what happened on September 11th, where the community came together. I want more of that to happen. So I can't be making videos exposing everybody. I'll let Sports Gematria do that. I'll let him, police the community. But I can't be doing that. I got things to focus on. And Gematria is not my life. I have a life. I have 2 children, and I do things besides this. I have a job as well. But this is very important to me. I think the reason the world is what it is because not enough people know what's going on. And like I said, my videos are for people like you who have your own. I like that you have your own thoughts. You don't always agree with me, and I don't want you to agree with me. But what I'm saying is, you have to also stop listening to your friends because they're in the NBA. That's not a reliable source. Like Kemba is not a reliable source. Kemba could tell me anything. I'm not gonna believe him. I got to do my own research, and that's what I want you to do. I want you to do your own research. You notice that his name equals 211, and 80 and 84. What I want you to do is go back to his career and see how it lined up with the game, and see his career high, for example. Go look up his career high, see how many days after his birthday, and see if it lines up with his name or the name of the opponent that he was playing. I'm pretty sure you'll find something if you do the research. These players are not going to admit it. Think about it. A lot of these players, they sacrifice their own family members. So let's say Isaiah Thomas, who sacrificed his sister. You think Isaiah Thomas is going to be telling his cousins or his mother about the evilness that goes on? No. This is the guy that sacrificed his own sister. Stephen A. Smith, who sacrificed his mother. You think Stephen A. Smith is sharing the knowledge or sharing all the things he knows with his family members? The guy sacrificed his own mother. John Wall, another guy who sacrificed his mom.
I mean, but listen to the players. You're same thing with Dak Prescott, his mom and his brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You think Dak Prescott? You think Dak Prescott is having these conversations with his cousins? Like, yo,
these type of players, I can agree, are in on the scripting. My whole thing is the 12th man on the guy who doesn't barely get any playing time is in on the script. Like a player like LeBron, anybody that can make an all-star team, I think they're in on it. I would say that. I'm just saying that
anybody that can impact the game has to be in on it, because you're impacting $1 million corporation. The NBA is not.
Who impacts the game more? The coaches, the refs, or
it's a combined effort. It's a combined effort.
I give you that, but I give you that.
This is the thing about the NBA. The NBA is not just a basketball, a rim, and a wooden floor. This is a $1 billion industry. These people are not gonna leave it to chance. They're not gonna have a bunch of sheeps running back and forth, thinking that the games are being a real competition, messing up their business. That's not how it works, my man. This is the mafia you're talking about here.
Okay, I can give you a perfect example of that. The NFL, it was the John Madden when he went to the Tampa Bay and he was playing his old team, the Oakland Raiders. They even had the players like Jerry Rice, was a superstar. He went on there how they was talking about how the center, the coach of let me get this story straight. The coach basically did the plays that John Gruden basically came up with when he was coaching for the Raiders. So they went all week practicing different plays until he switched it up to a play that John Gruden would even know. So the center went AWOL and just went to the bar during the Super Bowl and just started drinking and just said, fuck this shit. Do you think he was in on it? Because he had a very emotional response where he just said, fuck that game. I'm going to the bar.
I
That
can't.
right there is proof.
I have to do more research on that case. But yes, he's in. If he has a uniform on, he's in on it.
I mean, I don't know. I think he wouldn't be in on that. I mean,
The
that
NBA,
was
the NBA has admitted that it's entertainment. So if they're admitting it to the public, why wouldn't they admit it to their players?
yeah, one of the stars that I mean, NFL players are more reluctant to speak out, and then I mean they get bashed a lot because a lot of people say, "Oh, they just got CTE, they got hit in the head too many times." The actual Super Bowl MVP of that game that I was just talking about, I forget his name. He's for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He actually went on a radio show and said that the NFL is rigged.
It is rigged.
I mean, there are players that speak out, but the fact that I'm just gonna have to disagree on that one, where 100% of the players are in on it.
But they admit it to the public. It's entertainment. This is what they say at the end of the game. This has been a production something they said. They always say something at the end. This
Yeah, that's the copyright thing that they talk about.
yeah, but they also say something else. This has been a production of the NFL, something like that. Where they just letting people know that this is theater. College is also rigged, and every college player knows. This is about it. Every time that you see these college players, throwing up the six fingers after they shoot a 3-pointer. I mean, these people know what's going on. They know about the symbolism. They know. And in my 70% of picks, well, maybe not 70%, but I've nailed a lot of championships. I called a lot of games, and it's about understanding the system.
I mean, that's just where I stand. I don't believe every game is real. I believe like the special events game, like.
The thing is, like I said, it was six.
NBA Finals.
The World Series was 666 games after the release of Astro World. Man, every game had to be perfect. And also, it was another example that I had was Kobe's. What was his 666 career game? That was his 81-point game. So that's how scripted it all is. Kobe's 81-point game, that was the 666th game of his career. How about that? Everything is scripted.
Yeah, but that's not saying that all the players. We're talking about a superstar. Same thing with Cam Newton.
Okay, but this is the thing about that, right?
The number with the,
you know why every game is scripted?
42 games, and it was something else. The number that correlated with Chad.
Okay, I have a good example for you. I need to remember what was this guy's name. Hold on, just give me a second. He died this year. Have you ever heard of I think it was it Adrian Payne? No, it wasn't. Ah man, I'm not gonna remember. Atachi knows, man, but Atachi's not watching. But there was this guy, right? And if you add up all the points he scored in college, it equaled the day that he died. I don't remember his name though. All right, but let me just I'll just explain it to you, and then you can choose to believe me or not. But there was this college player who ended up dead, right? And I looked up his college stats, and if you add up the points that he scored in college, it equaled the day of the year that he ended up dying. So that shows you that player, who was not an NBA player, he was a college player who died. He had to score a perfect amount of points every single game to end up with the amount of points that he did at the end of his career. Maybe somebody who's watching can remember that video that I did. But nobody remembers. But you see how perfect it was? So he ended up, let's say, with 666 points, and then ended up dying on the 666th day of his age or whatever. It was something like that. It was so perfectly lined up with his death.
But somebody could, well, that could sound believable, but couldn't somebody manipulate that? Like, okay, he scored his 666 points, we're going to take him out on the 666th day of the
Yeah,
year.
but
There are some things.
But what
there are
about
some
if he
things
chooses to
gematria
not shoot the
that
basketball? What happens if he's one of these players who just doesn't want to score? That he doesn't score those points. See, those points were part of his ritual.
I mean, again, like I said, somebody could have just manipulated that. Because, okay, he scored this point. We're gonna take him out on this the amount of.
So
points
you don't think he actually
there
scored
are
those
some
points?
things in gematria that there are some things not in gematria in the NBA that look suspicious, like the whole Devin Booker thing. I think we all know about that, with the owner wearing the shirt of Steve Nash with his nose broken.
Come on, and then
Devin
come
Booker
on.
breaks his nose.
That's beyond suspicious.
I mean,
That's
I've
mockery.
seen that play too. I don't think, and we've seen how Devin Booker's nose look. I mean, did he plan on doing that? I don't think that was a plan.
Yes. Why would the lady was wearing the Steve Nash shirt with his nose broke? What are the odds? Steve Nash played for the Suns. What are the odds she puts on that shirt the day that Devin Booker breaks his nose? Come on, man. How you saying that that's not? You don't think that's connected?
I'm not saying it's not connected. I'm saying that he didn't purposely.
Yes, he did.
Plan and do that.
Yes, he did. That's how he played out that way. What you think is a coincidence that he just happens to break his nose and the lady's wearing that shirt? It's all planned. That's why it works out that way.
Yeah, you can say they were playing, but I think there is something more deeper than what we all know.
No, it's not something deeper. It's the same thing that's going on in Hollywood.
I mean, he had to be at the right place at the right time.
Yes, just like how Westbrook was at the right place at the right time. That's how this stuff works. These people rehearse all this stuff.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say I just don't.
All right, so we're gonna agree that we're gonna agree to disagree. How about that?
I mean that's fair.
All right.
That's fair. That's fair to say.
But because you in the beginning you said how come the Bulls didn't win any championships? Have you ever watched the video where I got my prediction was correct? Do you remember when the Yankees were playing we're about to play the Texas Rangers, and I made a video saying that the Yankees was gonna finish the season 99-63, the year that number 99 Aaron Judge would set the record for most home runs. And that's exactly what happened. The Yankees ended up with 99 wins because the word record is 99-63. And the day that they picked up their 62nd loss, he picked up his 62nd home run of the season, number 99. So think about it. It was number 99, Aaron Judge, had 62 home runs, and the same day the Yankees had 99 wins and 62 losses. How is that even possible, man? That means every game of the Yankees season this year was scripted in order for them to have 99 wins and 62 losses the day that number 99 had 62 home runs. That's how scripted it all is, my brother. So they're doing it in baseball, and they're also doing it in basketball and football and all the other leagues. Because like if every player is not in on it, right? There's 9 players on the baseball team. They can mess up a win or a loss for the Yankees. And then they don't end up with 99 wins and 62 losses the day that number 99 is supposed to hit the 62nd home run. You following me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. But we'll end the day. It's a little late. I'm in the East Coast. But I appreciate this. And if you ever want to debate, I'm open for it. I just don't like the disrespect because I don't do that to the people who call up. But yeah. So we'll end it there. And thanks a lot for the call, my brother.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Yeah, I always say this. I don't want everybody to agree with me, but just make sure when you have a debate, just have some facts. Yeah, he was very quiet at the end because he knows, man. In the back of his mind, he's like, "Damn, that is crazy." Yeah, but look, the Yankees. Just look up the Yankees box, the Yankees schedule. See if I can pull up when they play the Rangers. What was it? I think it's September. Yeah, it was right here. It was October 3rd, October 4th, October 5th. I actually have a video in my channel. I called the results of each one of these games. Right, this game was a doubleheader. So in this game, the Yankees were 99 and 61. No, excuse me. They were 97 and 61. So I said the Yankees are going to win this game and get to 99 wins because number 99 has 61 home runs at that time. And that's what happened. And in this game right here, the Yankees, they won. If you notice, they won and won. So they became 99 and 61, right? In this game, they lost. And this was the game that Aaron Judge picked up his 62nd home run. So in this game, the Yankees were 99 and 62. And in the last game of the season, they lost it and got their 63rd loss because in Gematria, this was the year that Aaron Judge hit the record, right? So look, the word record is 99 and 63. And that was the Yankees' record to conclude the season. Um, 2022. Regular season, second half. See it right there? They ended the season 99 and 63. But you notice here, before the Texas series, they were 97 and 61. So they win both games and become 99 and 61. At this point right here, Aaron Judge, number 99, has 61 home runs. And that was the Yankees' record for the season. And then they lost the last two games, became 99 and 63. Like how the word record is 99 and 63. All right? But enjoy the rest of your morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us. And I'll see you next time.